Well, good morning, everybody. It's Francine here this morning. I'll just wait for a few of you to come on, and we're going to start doing a little bit of a demo using some of my white Waratahs. So good morning. It's lovely to see you this morning. So I thought I went out and had a bit of a wander around the garden this morning. Hello, Christine. Nice to see you, Christina. It's lovely to see you. And so I've been out and had a little wander around the garden this morning to see what was out. And I've got my beautiful white Waratahs are out, and a few other little treasures. So I thought I'd just do a nice simple design today with a few little tips along the way. So good morning, lovely to see you, Jean, and nice to see you too, Mel. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a start on that. So I've got all my plant material all prepped and ready. And what I mean by that is when I'm picking my flowers, I take my basket out into the garden, and then I pick what I want, and then I strip all their leaves off when I come back into the workshop, and I treat them with my flower food so they're going to hold for the design. Lovely to see you, Patricia in Ireland, in Northern Ireland. It's lovely to see you, and you too, Sally. I can actually read you this morning. Good morning, Valerie. It's lovely to see you in the UK too. So I just thought I'd just share a nice little simple design with you today. Just so we can have some time together. So I've got this lovely ceramic container here, and I love the shape of this one, the way that it's tapered in. And I've been out and I've collected some plant material. So what I've got here is I've got some Astelia. This is our silver flax. It's called Astelia chathamica, and it's the most beautiful silver colour. And then I've also got some that I've pre-rolled. So when I roll them, I will actually, if I thought about this last night, I would have pre-rolled them last night, and then they tend to dry into that lovely curly ringlet shape, which is lovely to see you too, Anne, and everybody. So in order to do that, I start at the tip, and then I'm just going to roll it around. So when I'm traveling overseas or I'm doing a demonstration, I will have all these prepared, pre-rolled a couple of days prior, and I put them in a bag and I fumigate them so that there's no pest when I take them out of the country. And then when I get to their venue, they're beautifully dried. They stay in that lovely silver. And then I just pin them with a big pin all the way through like that. And they will dry nice and curly. So that's how I transport these. So I've got some that I've pre-done here. I've also got some here, the nice straight ones, that when I'm cutting my stems, I fold them in half. I work out my height, how high I want the design to be. And then, it's nice to see you too, everybody. And then I just cut it on an angle, like this, then I cut up and I take a little wedge out. And you've seen me, some of you seen me have done this before, so that when I'm putting in my foam, I'm not ending up with a whole lot of mushy foam. So I hope my things don't go flat. But anyway, that's where I'm at. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in, if the sound goes funny, I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm going to put it in this way. I should have checked that before I started, but I've had a morning this morning, been out in the garden, had a nice wander around, and I've watered my plants in the glasshouse. So I'm going to give it a friend. So I'm going to stick that one, and I'm giving it a little bit of space in between the two. So I'm taking that up high like that. Then I've got here some of my Fats Hedera, and I've pre-wired some of these. So what I'll do is, I'll just come in here. And I'm going to come a third of the way up the back of the leaf, put my 22 gauge wire I'm using in here, sliding it through, and then I take it to the neck, slide my hand down, and then I pinch that to there. And then I take one leg around the other, one of the wires around the other, really tight here. Then I take it down, and then I do another second wiring. So I've got really good control of that leaf. Then I'm going to cut that on an angle to the bottom of where the wire finished, and now I can manipulate the stem and the leaf. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put one in through here, pop that in, and I'll bring it down. I've got another one that I've done. Give it a friend, put another one, but don't lay it right directly on top. Just give it a little bit of space up above it, a little bit of space in between the two leaves. This is because the container is very dominant, and I don't want you just to see the container. So now I'm going to take my eye back, and I'm going to bring it back through, and I'm going to put another one out through this way, like that, and then I'm just going to get another leaf and I'll wire another one. So my wire, third of the way up the leaf, through the central vein there, slide the wire through, bring the legs to the neck, slide your hand down, one around the other, and make sure that you actually use the wire. Don't try and twist it around the stem, moving the stem, or the stem will break. You're actually moving the wire, not the stem. That's the secret. And then I'm going to put another one in here, bend the wire to get the shape that I want. A little bit of space in between. Actually thinking that one there, the scale and proportion, this leaf is too big for scale. I don't like that leaf, so we'll pull that one out. That's another thing you need to think of, is size and scale and proportion. Scale is the size, proportion is the amount of. So in this case, this leaf is too big for this container. So again, I'll just rewire that one, take the one down. Sometimes you just need to have a bit of a fiddle. Put that one there, that's better. If you're not happy, don't be afraid to move it. Try not to move your plant material too much into the foam. I'm using the Knorr, the black foam, which is a nice foam to use, but you can't take your flowers in and out, it will crumble. So see how I've got the leaves coming through now? My eye's coming through on that angle. So that's how I get my eye to follow that line. Got my two placements up here with the space in between. Now I'm going to look at, what am I going to use? Well, I've got these gorgeous Waratahs. So I'm going to put one in here. Just see which one I want to use, one nice straight one. Put one up in there, bit of height up and through there. Actually, I might do it so you can see, might be easier. Bring another one down and through here. Aren't they just magic? Absolutely beautiful flowers. Another one through there. Another one down and through here. Do a bit of a grouping down the bottom there. The ones that are a little bit more open. They're just beautiful. Take one more to the front. And then I might just pop one, just if I want to put one just in here, give me a little bit of gradation and through there, so I've got a bit of depth coming in. So I've got that there. Now I might actually take a couple, just of the smaller ones out through the back, just to give me a little bit of depth. Just put one there. Give it a little friend out through there. Just so I can take a little bit out through there as well, just to take my eye right through. So now I've got that lovely, gives me a bit of depth when I'm actually doing this. Now what I'm going to do here, I've got these voids that I want to fill in. So the leaves that I've pre-rolled, going to unroll. These won't be as curly as what they would normally be if I'd done them the night before. So what I'm going to do, a bit of hairdressing skills now. So I'm going to put this one in underneath. I need to cut that a little bit more. Oh, I haven't made the wedge properly. I'm going to put it in back to front, pop it in underneath, and use one of my mossing pins as well, just to secure that. That's better. And then I'm just going to roll it around my hand. So if I roll it around my hand like this, and then I can put a pin in. I have to do this where I can see, otherwise I might spike my finger, and we don't want that, do we? Well, maybe we do for a bit of excitement, but preferably not. I'll just roll this in here, tucking it in. Pop that one in through there. So these are what we call mossing bins, the wire, heavy gauge wire, the U-beams. They're really good, and I keep them, even when they go rusty, I rather like them. They hold a lot better. Now I'm thinking I want to carry this so that it's going to come down onto my container. See how that's now got that lovely volumetric, look at that, creating that lovely rhythm in through there. And I'm just going to grab some of my U-glue dashes. I haven't actually got any of the dots left at the moment, so I'm just going to use one of my, these are the sticky strips, so I'll use one of these. I'm going to turn this around, put this on the back of the leaf. Stick it on the back there, it'll stick. Sometimes they stick, sometimes they don't, depends what mood it's in. Put that in through there, and I'm going to bring that, oops-a-dozy, bring that down onto the container if I've dried the container properly. Once I haven't. Okay, that's no problem. We need to dry the container properly. It's on a shiny surface. Grab another one. And then you just bring this down onto the container. You can pin it so it will hold, or wire it so it will hold. But I'm just going to use a dot. I used it on the wrong side, so we'll try again. I want it to come that way. That's the way I want it to come. See if it'll stick this time. That's better. And now it's going to follow that line that I've got here bringing my eye from the container all the way up. Now I'm going to do that same rhythm that I've created here. I'm going to do out through the back of this design. So again, cutting it. And to my son in London, hello mate, it's lovely to hear. I'm going to Skype you this weekend. I haven't talked to you for a while, so give you a call this weekend, see how you're going over there. Now again, mossing pins. Every time you curl it, I put a mossing pin in it. And I'm using the long ones because of the strength of this Astelia. It's quite strong, so you're going to need quite firm mossing pins. So again, just roll that down, just tuck that in there. Pop that in through there. When I turn this around, you'll see what I've done. Just got that coming in through there. But see how this here's taking my eye away? So we need to deal with that because you want to have it so the eye is moving vertically in this design. If you don't want it to do that, just tuck it back in underneath. So we've got that lovely rhythm, and we've got unity by having the placement here. We've got the placement out through this side. But I'm still thinking this here is too dominant. Well, I've had a wander and I found some of my Lily of the Valley. So I thought we could put a little piece of Lily of the Valley in there. This is the Pieris japonica, one that I love to use. So put a little bit of that just so it comes down over the side of the container. And I am going to just grab a little bit more, tuck a little bit more back into the design, just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring that out through the back as well. A little bit out through this way as well, just tuck it in there. So I've got that in. So it's just a nice, simple design. There's lots of other things I could add to change the look of the design. So maybe I wanted to stick with this, or I may want to change the line. So I've got here some of my lovely elfins. I'm just going to slightly mould them. I don't want to mould it too much. I'm going to use my toothpick here, and I am going to pop that in there. This will act like a capillary action, so it'll take the moisture up through there into the stem, and you can pop these and through there, so you can change the whole look of your design by doing that. That's on the same height. I don't want that. It needs to be a little bit lower. Tuck that one in through there like that. Then we can take another one in. That one's a little bit short, so I'll just see if I've got one a little bit longer. So I've been and gathered these this morning. They've all been treated, so they're going to hold. Get another little toothpick, pop that in. And now I'm watching the way that the heads are going. I want my eye to go back into the design. I don't want them to go away. I want them to come back in. So I'm angling these so they come back into the design. Stepping that one just slightly forward like this. And to give it unity, because now the design looks like it's unbalanced. It's all out on this side now. So I'm going to bring another one on the opposite side, but take it down just a little bit. Lower again. Again, watching the placement of the point. And I'm going to bring this one in through this side. Again, slightly lower. And maybe one more. We don't have to use even numbers in this design. I'll tuck another one in, pop that one down and through there. And that's how you end up with a totally different design. So you can choose to have these elfins in here or not. It's entirely up to you when you're designing. It's about having fun. Hello, Anne, and thank you for your lovely email. It was really nice, a little message that came through, and I'm glad you're going so well over there. And hi, Shirley, nice to see you too. So this is just showing you just a nice, simple little design this morning, just using, if you feel that you want to add another little one down here to keep it company, you can also give it another little one. I might do that because I'm looking, thinking, I think it looks a bit lonely down there. Want to strengthen it. It's like, well, why have you done that? So make sure you do a reason why you do something. So I might just give it another little one. I might just wire this one. So I'm going to wire this one just to give it a little bit more, to hold it a bit firmer into my foam. Pop that in through there. Cut another little wedge. U-glue dashes. I just love these things. That one on there, and you'll see why when I do this, it just looks like I've done it deliberately, not like it was done by accident. So pop that one in through there. Little friend up in there. Take that one a little bit higher. Have a little talk to it. Say, come on, buddy. And now that's just totally changed and it's strengthened that line as well down there. Rather than having a little fine one, it looks like I deliberately did that. So I hope you enjoyed that little design today, something a little bit different, just about having fun with flowers. And I really wanted to share the white Waratah with you today. So have a magic day out there, everybody. Hi, Shirley and Helen. It's just lovely to see you all. Take care. And Joe too. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'll be back again next week. Everyone take care. Bye for now.